Okay, in this section, we'll go over the following 5 functions. These 2 functions are for copying weights. For example, on the same model, you may want to copy the weights from one bone to another. For example, you may want this hand to use the weights from the other hand. This is just a demonstration. For example, you may want to copy the weights from one bone to another. First, you need to record this bone. Click it once, and it will record the weights of this bone. Then select another bone. It's more intuitive to do this in the skin hierarchy. It's easier to understand this way. After selecting it, click the button. It will ask whether you want to transfer the weight from this bone to the other one. This is not copying, but transferring. The weights are transferred to the new bone. As you can see, this bone now has the weights from the original bone. The original bone no longer has those weights. All the weights have been transferred to the new bone. You can also click Undo to go back. There we go. This function is used to fix stray vertices. For example, this hand and this leg. There are some weighted vertices. For example, this bone is affecting some vertices here. Let's create some stray vertices manually. After creating the stray vertices, when you move this area, for example, you can see the stray vertices when rotating normally. You need to go to the Edit Poly level and select these vertices. Then click this button. These vertices are restored to normal. The weights have been optimized. That's how you fix stray vertices. Next, weight 1 and weight 0 are used for a specific bone. To set its weight to 1 or 0, set it to 1 or set it to 0. For this, you first need to mark the model. For example, if you want the weights of this entire section to no longer be affected by this bone, then you can set it to 0. First select the vertices, then select this bone. Then, set its weight to 0. These vertices will no longer be affected by this bone. Let's check the weights. As you can see, why is it still 1 here? Because these vertices are only weighted to this bone. They are only affected by this one bone. All of their weight is assigned to this bone. If we force the weight to 0, there would be no other bone to assign it to. So, it remains at 1 if these vertices are also affected by other bones. The weight will be redistributed to those bones. You can also use Undo to go back. Now let's set the weight to 1. For example, select these vertices, then select this bone. As you can see, the weights of all the selected vertices are assigned entirely to this bone with a value of 1. That's how the weight 1 and weight 0 functions work. You can also use Undo to go back. That's all for these functions. Thank you, everyone.